What's going on, everybody? This is Al from NCAA 06 Revival. And in the last video, we won the national championship against Oklahoma. A complete blowout. I mean, we played a perfect game in all three phases of the game. Just an awesome event. I can't believe I won the national championship that first year. I elected to not extend the contract. I think what I'm going to do is, I got 2 years left on the contract. I think that's a good, simple rule I'm going to go by, at least while I'm at Washington State. I'm going to stay for 3 years at least and see what happens after that. I think if I win 2 more national championships, then I may move on. But I'll stay through the contract year, so that gives me 2 more years, which means we got to go through all of our recruiting stuff today and the rest of our off-season shenanigans. Now, before we get to the recruiting stuff, let's go to the roster. Let's look at a couple things. First of all, on the back end of my roster, and everybody has this, you got like a solid 20 to 25% of your roster is like below 70 overall. And it's no different with me. I just got a bunch of bad players on the back end. Some of these are freshmen, but some of them, for instance, are redshirt sophomores, that are just clogging up the roster. So to go along with that, on top of, technically only have like 6 spots left. If I don't want to over-recruit, I don't need to get a humongous class. Now, I still may have some guys that may want to leave early, so I may do like an even split like I mentioned in the last video. But I did want to point out that I would love to replace some of these guys, but I'm not a huge fan of over-recruiting just for the sake of over-recruiting. But I'll probably end up getting a few extra guys in the recruiting class that I may have to drop a few players. We'll just see how all that goes. Also, another factor that I like to take in is how many starters am I losing? We could just look at seniors for now. Now, I'm guessing Tom Jenkins, he may go pro early, and if he does, I may let him go just for the simple fact that we got a true freshman that's going to be a stud for us that will start for us next season if that happens. But just looking at the seniors, I got 1, technically 2 with Woolridge, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 on offense, and then 1. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So literally half of my starters are going to be gone. So that Evil Dave recruiting guy that I've mentioned several times, it's linked several times in the blog. His rule of thumb is just look at how many starters are you losing. If you're losing about half of them, go with an even split. If you're losing quite a few, you may want to recruit really hard. Bring in a big class. If you're not losing that many, maybe you want to go, and put all your points into training and stuff like that. So I'm going to kind of stick with that today. I'm losing half the starters, plus I don't have a whole lot of spots left to fill, so I think I may just keep it simple, just go half and half, more or less. So let's go ahead. There's not much else to see. Let's just go ahead and start our off season. I got a ton of points to play with. Let's go around. Let's go to school budgets. 40, 40, 20. I'll probably do that. I'm going to bump this down to 15. Discipline has been great for us. So I could put these 5 points somewhere. I'm going to have a whole lot of points to spend, but you got to remember where I'm located. I'm not around any good pipeline, so it's going to cost me a whole lot more points to recruit a kid out of Texas if he really wants to come, or any other state that's a couple states off. Even California, my main pipeline state, is 2 states away. I think I said county earlier. Didn't mean to do that. But 2 states away. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just put the 5 points here. And besides, I may want to try to convince somebody that wants to leave early, put a few points into them. We'll just see how that goes. But we'll do 45, 40, and 15. Because we're coming off a big year, this is the time to recruit the best players you can. You got the points to use. This is the recruiting class that can really turn around a program. Now, of course, my program is technically already turned around. We just won the national title. But you can really do some hard damage in recruiting after a big season. Because, again, you have the points to play with. And everybody notices that you won big. It's just a win-win for everybody. Okay, now we're losing 12 seniors out of the gate. We knew that. But we also got 3 guys that want to go pro early. Now, we can look. We got Estes, Jenkins, and Martin. I'm going to let Jenkins go. I got bodies there. Plus, I want to see what that true freshman could do. Martin, I actually wouldn't mind staying. So let's just go. Let's do the very few points. Again, I've talked about this several times. I can put in 4 points or 100 points. I think it's pure crapshoot with this. Sorry, but I wanted to go prove that I could play in the pros. Okay, so he's going to go. Again, I'm going to let Jenkins go. And I think I may let Estes go because I got bodies there. We can go back and look here. If it'll let me do it. No, I don't want to save. I want to go back to our roster. Ah, crap. I don't want to create a prospect. I want to go to rosters here. And strong safety. I got a ton of bodies here. Coley's coming back on top of, I don't want to lose Estes, but I could do okay without him. So I think I'm going to let all 3 of these guys go. That gives me 3 extra scholarships to play with. So I'm going to let every single one of them go. That means I got to pick up another 3 guys, so at least 9 more spots left. So I'm going to try to find the best 9 guys I can find. And probably a few more. I'll probably get like a dozen guys all together. I picked up 6 guys in the regular season. So, yes, I'll probably over-recruit a few, but I'm not going to do it solely on purpose. I mean, I could try to get 25 players, but there's no point in doing that. I'm going to just pick my battles and just put in the best points I can in certain players, and we'll just kind of go from there. So next season will be a little tougher. The schedule will be tougher. And we got to replace our backfield, our entire backfield. It's going to be nothing but freshmen. We're going to have a freshman quarterback. More than likely going to have freshman running back because my biggest priority here in the offseason is running back. And I haven't made any notes yet. We'll make them here in a minute when we'll look at the updated roster. But halfback, fullback, I need them in the worst way. So I'll probably pick a couple for each for those. And then the other 6, 7 spots, I'll just go find the best players I can, especially if I have needs elsewhere. Again, we'll look at the roster right after this. Now, if you remember last season, I didn't have hardly any 4 stars interested. I'm guessing I'm going to have several 4 and 5 stars interested now. When you win a national championship, everybody wants to come. Or at least they're somewhat interested. So we'll see how all that plays out. Okay, let's look at our pipelines. I always see Canada as a pipeline still, California, and that's it. I'd love to make Oregon a pipeline, even though there's not many players come from Oregon. I think I have a chance to turn Idaho into a pipeline, even though you can't get much from there. But otherwise, a lot of my towns are going to come from Washington, Canada, California, and any 4 or 5 star that I deem worthy that could come here and can really make an impact. Okay, so let's go to our current players. I'm down to 2 quarterbacks. So we need to get at least one. So we're going to just type. We're going to just write down QB. At least 1, maybe 2. I'll go 1 to 2 here. Halfback, this is what we really need here because we need a guy who can catch the ball, who can run some. And we don't really have that with any of these 3. I mean, Harvey may be my starter next year unless I pick up a big stud or 2. And I think I can. So halfback, I'd love to get 2. Fullback, I'd love to get 2, unless I'll go 1 or 2. These are kind of hard to get sometimes, but at least I can use the twin halfback. And I'm going to get legit fullbacks. I'm going to just get a receiving fullback. He'll do just fine if I can find the right one. Receiver, I don't need a whole lot here. I may just put a 1 here. I'm going to put a star. I'm going to go 1, and I'm going to put a star. If I can find like a Randy Moss, by all means, you got to go get him. Tight end, we got a senior and a junior. I'd love to pick up a couple here. We do run a lot of 2 tight end sets, 1 tight end, what have you. I'll put a 2 here. We need at least 1 tackle, but I think I need to go, let me go right here. Okay, let's just look at our total. We got 2 tackles coming in. So I'm okay at tackle. I'd love to get a guard. Let's put a guard. I'd love to get I'll put a 2 here, just where I'll go 1 to 2. Center, we don't really need it. We got a freshman and a junior. I'm going to put a 1 just in case if I find a really good one. Defensive end, we're okay there, but we got a lot of upperclassmen. So, as usual, I don't like to normally go after real defensive ends. So, look at a defensive tackle. We're set a defensive tackle for a while. Outside linebacker, middle linebacker, I don't know. I don't think we'll need that much there. I think we're good. Corner, we're okay there. Free safety, we need probably 1. And we're good at strong safety. We're good at kicker and punter unless I find a star, like who's really good, because I think my kicker is not the best in the world. So we're going to get a lot of offensive guys from what I can tell, or just the best available. Okay, now let's go to interested prospects. Okay, we got several 5-stars liking us out of the gate. We got 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Couple free safeties. You know, we kind of need those guys. But they're from all over the place. So it looks like I'm going to be recruiting nationally, which means I got to spend a whole lot of points. Let's go to in-state first. Not much out of the in-state. We got a 3-star guard. He's humongous. We got a ton of points. Let's just go ahead and scout. 533, 665. We'll try to compare that with the rest of them that we'll scout because we do need a couple guards. He's humongous, though. I'll give him that. Out of North Dakota. What in the world? Oh, I know what it is. I'm an idiot. You got to go up here. There we go. And then go Washington prospects, not North Dakota. There we go. That's more like it. I was fixing to say, I'm like, we got a little more talent than that in our state. JUCO sophomore, we don't really need. I didn't write down tight end. So we'll go guard. We'll scout this cat. 465, 665. I'm always a big component of athletes. 6'10", 305. He's a lineman of some sort, but we'll scout him. The rest of these I'm going to wait because I'm going to be real picky about how I'm going to go after this year. And besides, that guy was a JUCO, I think, anyway. So, okay, now let's go back to interested prospects. Let's start out at athlete. Illinois, California, Washington, California. Let's scout all 4 of these guys. I already scouted him, and this guy's a JUCO. Oh, and he's a quarterback, and he's not going to be playing for me. His arm's too weak. Okay, let's go to the very top. Here's this 5-star kid. Antonio Shelton out of Illinois. It's going to cost me a little bit. 6'2", 214, A+ hands. I'd love for him to be a halfback. He would be an ideal halfback for me. I need somebody who can catch out of the backfield. He looks pretty strong. He's got the speed. He seems obvious. 5-star. We need to go after him. Let's go ahead and put a scholarship on him. We'll just do program procedure now. We'll just do the lowest until we figure out what he likes. Here's the 4-star out of California. A+ and B+ for accuracy. He's got some speed. Now, he's a quarterback. I'm not going to go after him. I may go after him if we can't find another quarterback elsewhere. Because I do need 1 or 2 quarterbacks. I'm going to wait on this kid for right now. Because I need a guy with better accuracy than that. This is a West Coast offense. I need a great arm. Here's a JUCO. That's the one we already looked at. The humongous player. And this kid right here is bad. So, I'm going to write down this kid right here's name. Denham. Athlete. Denman is his name. I'll go back and look at him later. We'll just see what else we have. Quarterback. All right, we got some kids here. We got a California, Missouri, and Hawaii. Let's just scout a few of them and see if we can find a great arm. Not much there. That's a JUCO. B+. This kid right here from Hawaii is what we need right here. A+ and A. His accuracy's an A. Gosh. 3-star. Hawaii's another state I need to go and recruit a little bit more. Somebody made a comment I think back in the very first video, how I need to go back and look at Hawaii kids a little bit more. I think they're right. Let's go look at the Hawaii prospects. They don't bring in a ton of players, but you just never know. And it's not going to hurt. How many or how many teams out there are going to recruit Hawaii hard. So maybe we could turn this into a pipeline. So with that being said, let's go back to the map. I can just go from here. We got to go back to instant prospects anyways. Quarterback. Out of all four of them, we'll go to the very top. This kid out of California, C+ accuracy. I'm sorry, you're not good enough for my offense. This kid's got a pretty good arm, but he's a JUCO. Only way I would get a JUCO quarterback is if I needed help badly. Like, I could not find anybody. We already got a true freshman that's going to be really good for us. So I'm not worried about that. This kid, same thing. He's another JUCO. And he's from Missouri. This kid right here, though, with that A accuracy in Hawaii, I'm curious to see the points. Okay, so the points aren't terrible. I thought it'd be really high just because Hawaii's away from everything. But we're going to put a scholarship on this kid. Look how small and how stocky he is. He's 5'11", 211. I mean, that's a bulky kid. I mean, he looks like a fullback, but with a great arm. So I'm excited about this kid. Hopefully we can get him. And we're number 1 on this list, which is good. So we're going to put some points on him. We'll figure out what he likes. From there, we'll scout the rest of these. You never know. Somebody may just come out of the woodwork. No, none of these 3 are worth it. So, okay. We're going to go after this guy. So it's possible that other athlete, Denman, may be my number 2 quarterback we'll go after. We'll see. Now, this is what worries me. Not one halfback is interested. And I don't know if that's because we already got bodies there. I don't know. I mean, we ran the ball and we threw the ball. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I thought we ran the ball well enough with Wade to show halfbacks, hey, we're interested in you. So that isn't good. We need some halfbacks. Fullbacks. Not one fullback is interested in me. So, okay. We'll worry about that later. Wide receiver, I'm not too worried. Okay. Tackle, we don't really need. I got 2 guys coming in. I'm not worried about it. I mean, we got other fish to fry. Guard, this is a little more important. And these guys are from all over the place. Cleveland, Tennessee, that's not too far from where I live. 4-star. Just a ton of players. And looking here, we got 2 seniors. Let's just scout some of these guys. This guy's really small. Ooh, I'm about to run out of points. Well, not really, but the Iowa kid. See, look how much it costs to scout. 9 points to scout this Texas kid. Illinois, 9 points. Tennessee, 9. 450, 720 on the squat. He's not very big, though. JUCO, Illinois, Tennessee. I want to scout him just because he's close. That's not bad, but I don't know if we got a chance with him. New Jersey, Texas, Arkansas. We may go back to this. There's just a ton of guys from all over the place. We'll go back to that later. Center, Princeton, Kentucky, California, JUCO, Ohio, Texas. 3-star out of Washington. It's just cheaper to go after a guy like that than it is anywhere else. We can scout a couple of these other ones, though. I'm not going to scout the JUCO kid. I've scouted him. Idaho, let's scout him. That's close. Nebraska, that's close enough. Hawaii, 2-star. I'm not going to worry about that. So let's just look at some of these. 430, 665. He's kind of small. The JUCO, not worried. 655. This guy is... I would love to go after this kid. But we may just scout for now. We may not put any points on him. 465, 665. I'd rather just go after this kid and be done with it just because he's local. He's got a little bit less on the squat than this kid right here. His awareness is terrible. Ugh, that's all that. Average and average across the board, too. Idaho, this guy is just very weak. He's very small. We may just keep these scouts for, we can scout this kid. Yeah, he's just not good enough. We'll leave it there for now. Defensive end, here's a 5-star kid. 465. Out of Canada. A-. I love his size. And he's got the speed. I may just go after this kid. 5-star, yeah, we probably need to go after him. This is the only exception to going after a true defensive end. If they're humongous and they got the speed, I mean, it just makes sense to go after. And we're number 1 on his list. Let's just do that for now. How many points I got left? I got 87. I'm running out. Defensive tackle, we're good there. Middle linebacker would be the only ones I'd really care to go after. That's a JUCO, don't want. We'll scout this kid because middle linebackers can convert to other places. Pennsylvania, here's a Hawaii kid. 6'5", 209, 4.56, good and good. 640, he's not as strong as this kid right here. Good. This kid is really good. He would be a true middle linebacker. He's not big enough to go down low. I'm not going to go after Bubba Hufford. Bubba Hufford. 5'11", 241. That's a stocky kid. But I don't really need it. I got bodies everywhere. So, corner, we're okay unless I find just like a legit stud somewhere. 6'5", went out of Mississippi. Let's go California. Let's scout this kid. 418. Yeah, we got to go after this kid. 6'2". I love the height. I love his speed. Discipline's good. Potential's good. I'm number 1 on his list. Let's just go ahead and put a scholarship on him. Georgia, nah, too far away. I'm not going to go after the JUCO. Let's look at this kid. 4.26. Good. Discipline's poor. We'll keep it as a scout for now. 3-star, 5'11". That's good there. Free safety. Here's where we really need to pay attention. Delaware. Let's just go ahead and scat him. I mean, that's on the other side of the planet, but 5-star, you gotta at least try. From here, let's go after local. Texas, Florida, Arkansas, Ohio, Iowa, California, 3-star. So let's just go back to the very top. Delaware. This kid looks pretty good. We need speed here. 4.33. California, 4.48. That's too slow. I'm sorry. I need speed at free safety. 4.41. That's a little bit better. And he's a little bit taller. He's the same height. Never mind. Richard Barkley. That was the only ones I went after. We can go ahead and try this kid. I don't know if we have a chance at him. We can go ahead and put a scholarship on him. The only other one I'm interested in is maybe this kid right here. We can go ahead and try just because he's local. We'll do program prestige across the board until we figure out what they like. Strong safety we really don't need. We're doing good here unless I find some speed. But we got bodies there. We got 5 guys there. California, South Carolina. We can scout this California kid. 4.33, 6'2". Awareness is A. Potential is good. I think we got to go after him. I mean, the 4.25 is very strong safety based. Let's just go ahead and put a scholarship on him. Now we're down to 18 points. So let me go back and look at my kickers. 68, that's not the best in the world. Punter, 72. Kicker, we can scout him. It's pretty good. I know that's not a huge need. I'm not going to put points on him yet, or put a scholarship on him. So now we'll just go back to this Denman kid. This is the only other quarterback that is worth going after. I mean, he's 4.56. I know we don't really need that, but his arm is good enough. But he's an athlete. He may not have to play quarterback. You know, that's not a given. So let's just go program prestige there. That gives us 10 points left. Now, I'm not going to touch any of these guys. We're going to wait and see if they got mad that we didn't recruit them or not. This halfback thing scares me, though. We just don't have a whole lot here. I mean, just not much at all. Same with fullback. Let me go back to the interesting prospects. Tight end was another thing we needed. 6'8", 257. Let's scout him. We need bodies there, just in general. So we're down to 4 points. That's probably all I can do for now. Let me go back to state prospects, Washington. Did I scout this athlete? I did. Not one halfback or fullback. Let's just scout this kid, get it out of the way. Okay, well, now we're down to 1 point. There's not nothing else we can do for the week. Let's advance to the next week. Nope. Okay. We'll adjust after this. We're going to look at the recruits that we put our scholarships on, stick with them if we need to, and then the rest of our points are going to go into non-top 5 guys that we were not on their list. If any of them got upset, we'll put some points on them. I'm sure there's going to be a handful. There always is. So it looks like I'm not going to get a whole lot of halfbacks and fullbacks, which means I need to recruit that hard in the regular season. I was expecting at least a couple guys that may be interested in something. But technically, the way the type of offense I've selected, it shows that I technically don't need any bodies there. So if I would have cut one of them or something last season, it would be a little bit different. It would have showed that I needed some bodies. So I'm hoping that 5-star athlete would be a good halfback for us. That's where probably where I'll put him if we can get him. So I think we'll probably get a dozen players here, and probably try to get the 12 best we can. I love that 3-star kid out of Hawaii. It's sort of like Marcus Mariota type. I think Mariota was a 3-star kid out of Hawaii, went to Oregon. Made history up over there. That Hawaii kid, he's got the arm, good enough for me. I don't like his height. I think he'll have a couple balls batted down here and there, but can't be that accuracy, that arm power. I like his size, too. I mean, I like his weight. 5'11", 211. I think it's going to be kind of weird looking seeing him out there. But I need bodies at quarterback for sure. And that's why maybe Denman would be another one. Okay, he committed. Cool. I wasn't expecting that. So the Hawaii kid really wanted to come. So that helps. Okay, now we'll go back to current targets. Here are the 6 or 7 or so that we're going to go after really hard. And we'll just look at their stuff one at a time. Okay. The free safety. He didn't care much for program prestige. And we stayed put. I still think we have a good chance with him. Dale, let's do playing time for him. We're number 1 for this defensive end. He didn't like program prestige. Let's look at his... let me go back to this kid for 1 second. Look at Virginia Tech, South Carolina, Missouri, Ohio State. So it's all over the board. He's from Delaware. So, I don't know. We'll still go with playing time because we need bodies there. Now, for this kid, defensive end, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Iowa State, and Cal. Again, all over the place for him. We could do coach prestige for him. And that's probably one thing we need to do. Let's do coach prestige for this free safety. If you look here, Virginia Tech, that's Frank Beamer. South Carolina, that's Steve Spurrier. Missouri, that's... oh, my gosh, I forgot his name. He was a good coach. He retired a few years ago. But anyway, Ohio State, that is Jim Tressel. So let's do coach prestige instead here. That's usually your second safest bet if you have the prestige. Athlete. We need this kid badly more than any of them. Yes, 45 points. We got to get this kid. I'm quite positive he'll be playing halfback for us. Strong safety. Let's look at his teams. Iowa State, Cal, Oregon, Virginia Tech. It's all over the place. We'll do coach prestige. Do the bare minimum until we find out what he likes. The corner, we want this kid. Cal, Virginia Tech, Michigan, Florida State. It's all over the place. We'll just do coach prestige again. Again, keep it safe. Free safety. He didn't like program prestige. Missouri, Oregon State, BYU, Texas Tech. That's kind of West Coastish a little bit, but we'll still go coach prestige. At least get your 2 safest bets out of the way. Athlete, this is the other quarterback. Cal, USC, Texas Tech, Texas A&M. I'll still go coach prestige for now. Okay. So only one of them he liked one of our pitches, but he's the one that we really need. So I got a lot of points to play with. So let's go to interested prospects. And, okay, now you see a 5-star punter got upset. Outside linebacker got upset. Middle linebacker. These are the guys we need to go after. So let's just start from the very top. And let's look at some athletes. We're now getting into 3-star territory, so it looks like we're done with the athlete side of things. Here's a 3-star athlete out of Ohio. I'm not going to bother. That's too far off. It's not worth it. And we're getting the 2-star. Okay, never mind. So here's a couple 4-star quarterbacks. 2 California kids. One's a JUCO. Adrian Pace, Jack Brown. We can scout these guys. Woo! A+, A+. I'm not going to go after the JUCO. We don't need him. Here are a couple more 4-stars. I'll go ahead. He's an Elite 11 kid. A+, A-. Is pretty good. I'm not going to put scholarships on him yet until the next week. Then you'll really know if they put us in our top 5 or not. Or if we move up for them. Thankfully, we already got that other quarterback commitment, so this isn't a huge need. Now, here's where I'm really worried. I want to see somebody get upset here. Anybody. Ain't looking good. Here's a 3-star kid out of California. B Hands, that's good at 4.39. I almost want to put a scholarship on him. We can go ahead and do it. Hopefully he'll put us in his top 5, or at least move up. Here's another 3-star kid. California. B 4.41. Really small. I mean, he's little. Okay, now we're getting 2-star. We don't need to go that far. Fullbacks, we can check. Not looking good. 2-star, we're not going to bother. Receiver. Here's a 4-star kid out of California. Not very big, not very fast. He's got really good hands, though. He's got good potential, and his discipline is excellent. Let's just leave him there for now. We don't really need the player. Or we don't really need the body. I mean, we got some bodies there anyways. But it's cool to see. I'm going to leave it at that. We shouldn't have to be going after too many 3-stars. Unless we find a real diamond in the rough. Tight ends. Nobody's interested. Not a one. I may just get this Brian Walker kid. Just because we need bodies. He's got great hands. He's not the fastest. So this guy will work out for us. At least he's big. So let's just go ahead and put a scholarship on him. Again, we need the body. He can catch, but he can't fly. Which is fine. Tackle. We already got our tackles. Guard. This is what matters here. Here's a 5-star kid out of Pennsylvania. Dang it. He's upset that we didn't recruit him. Illinois. This is going to be a tough one right here. 470, 690, 490, 680. That's just not a huge difference. If we find one that really likes one of our prestige or our program prestige out of the gate, then I may go after. But it looks like none of them cared for our program prestige. I got to go after at least a couple. What did I write down? I put 1 or 2. This guy's too small. Small. This kid out of Texas, I probably wouldn't mind having, and he got upset we didn't recruit him. 4'9", he's not very strong either. It's not a very good group of kid out of Washington. I mean, I'd rather go after this kid. Local. Let's just put some points on him. And that's the one guy we'll probably go after. Okay, center. A couple of centers that did not like. Let's go here and let's... Now, you don't need a ton of size here at center. 465. Arizona, I wouldn't mind recruiting Arizona. And kid out of Alabama. So this kid out of Kentucky. Ooh, okay. 436, 655. He likes our program prestige. So let's just go ahead and put and recruit him. Might as well. Kid out of California, but he's the JUCO. Didn't want to bother. And then what did I write down? I put down one center. So let's get the kid out of Kentucky. He likes our prestige, so we'll go with it. Defensive end, we already took care of that. Defensive tackle, here's a 5-star. How many points do I got left? 84 points. Oh gosh, we got some studs here. I want to find. We already got 2 guys that coming in. We got 6 defensive tackles. I mean, if I find one that's just a legit monster, let's get these 3 top. Utah, Mississippi, and Virginia. 480, 605, 455, 64. This guy's stronger. Can average 680 on the squat. That's a big kid. This kid's actually interested. Out of Michigan. I love this kid out of Florida, but he doesn't like me. I think this kid out of Virginia, let me put Ryan Goins. Let me put DT R. Goins. I scattered them. I'm going to write them down, and we'll just see what happens with them later on. Outside linebacker, what did I write down? Nothing. I really don't need him. Here's a 5-star kid, though. Got upset, didn't go after him. Let's scout him. Pretty good. You know, he's across the board. Let's see what happens. I'm going to leave it as is, though. We don't really need. We'll see if we move up his list. If we don't make his top 5 next week, then you know it's probably not going to work out. But here's a kid out of California. We didn't. Let's scout these kids. 4.52, 4.56. This kid's got much better. He's much weaker than this kid right here, but he's got a whole lot better awareness, and he's a little faster. We'll just scout him for now. Again, outside linebacker's not a huge need. And dang it, look at all these kids that are upset. Out of Pennsylvania. All right, New Jersey, Michigan, California. Let's go. Let's do these 2 5-stars and just see what happens. We'll scout both of them. We may get on one of their lists in their top 5 next week. Corner. This guy got upset. He's 6'4". He's not very smart, though. I need some halfway decent smart guys at corner. I didn't even write anything down for corner either. This guy got upset. 6'2", 183. We'll just leave it at that for now. Free safety. Kid out of North Carolina. Was he upset? No, he wasn't. And I'm about to run out of points, so I think we're okay with the 2 free safeties we're going after there. We're good at strong safety. We're going to stick with the guy right here that we've been going after. Burke. Kicker. Dang, we got a couple kickers that are really interested. Here's a 5-star punter. Dang it. We'll scout him. Not bad. And I'm running out of... I don't have any points to give, so... Okay, let's just go to the next week. And we'll see what we're going to do after that. So we're done pretty much giving out scholarships unless there's a 5-star player or 2 that really wants to come. Just kind of depends. But we're done scouting. We're done looking at players. Now we got our list. Now we just got to trim it down. Got to get that athlete in the worst way. Looks like we're going to be doing a lot of twin halfback sets. Using that sub-package because it looks like we're not going to get a fullback. But we also don't have a whole lot of depth at halfback. We got one kid that could be okay. I already forgot his name. He's got decent speed. He can catch a little. Otherwise, we may be doing a lot of ace. A lot of single back sets. But looking at my list here, quarterback, I feel good about that. Halfback, I'm worried. Fullback, I'm a little worried. Receiver, I just put a 1 there. Tight end, I hope we get that one kid that we are going after. Guard, hopefully we get that one kid, the local one. Center, hopefully we get the kid out of Kentucky. Free safety, we're going after a couple kids. And kicker, punter, I got a star there. We'll just see what happens. On top of athlete, the Denman kid. We gave him a scholarship, and then we're going to look in this next week, the Goins kid, the defensive tackle. Go back to him and see if he's interested, because I love his size and I love his strength. 680, that's great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we got the 5-star defensive end out of Canada. Huge. 5-star Antonio. Oh, gosh, this kid's... I hope he can play halfback. Please play halfback. Free safety. So let me just mark some of this stuff off. I got the free safety. I got the guard out of local kids, so we're going to mark that out. Free safety, guard, athlete, Shelton, that's our halfback. Hopefully, Blair. Okay, so now let's go back to current targets, and let's take off anybody that went somewhere else. Don't see anybody yet, that's good. Okay. Kid out of Delaware, I'm not going to go after him. We still don't know what his pitch is. We already picked up the one free safety already. So I'm going to take my scholarship off of him. It may not work out. Plus, he's on the other side of the world. So let's just go and withdraw the offer. Just take him off the list and simplify it. Strong safety. This is the only one I really want to go after. He likes our Coach Prestige, so let's just go all in on him. The corner, Coach Prestige. Awesome. Now, I want to run out of points real quick here if I'm not careful. 45 points for this kid. Let's just do... Let me go back. I'm going to run out of points real quick. Let's just go 16 points. And 16 points for him. Looks like Coach Prestige is working out okay. He liked our Coach Prestige. Athlete, Denman. Coach Prestige. Let's just do there. Program Prestige. Let's just do... This is the halfback. Yeah, let's just go there for now. Tight end. Il Fresno, San Jose State. Looks like location may be a big thing for him. Let's do location. And that's it. Okay. Now let's just go back to interested prospects and see if any of them made that top 5. And some of them did. Guards and middle linebackers. And a couple free safeties. That's the JUCO kid. JUCO, it's not worth it. Here's a bunch of 4-star kids that's got interested in us real quick. Let's go find the best arm. It looks like this kid, we made his top 5. And he likes our program Prestige. Dang it, we got to get him. Let's put a scholarship on him. And that'll be it for the quarterbacks. Halfback. This little kid decided to come. We need the bodies. So let's go ahead and put a scholarship on him. That's it for the halfbacks. Fullbacks, just nobody was ever interested. Going after the tight end. Tackle, we're good there. It's these guards. This kid likes our program Prestige. So let's just go after this kid out of Pennsylvania. I don't like his... He's got the strength. His size ain't the best in the world, but... Let's go here. I already marked off guard, but you can't have too many bodies on the line. Center, we've taken care of that. No, he's still on our list. I'm going to leave him at that, though. That's fine. We're good there. Goins, we did not make his list, so we're not going to worry about him. We're just going to just mark him off. I got 5 scholarships left. We're going to over-recruit badly. I'm a little worried about that. Unless we just find a cerebral stud somewhere. Jersey and Michigan. 4.39 middle linebacker. Jeez. A+ awareness. Jeez. 7.15 on the squat. Jeez. I'm going to just put a scholarship on him. Just because he's just an otherworldly type of player. I'm not worried about the rest of these guys. We already got our free safety. We're good here. That 5-star kid went to Cal. We can try. We'll put a scholarship on this kid. We'll just see if he likes him, because I like his leg. Okay. And I got a lot of points to spend, so let's just go ahead. I'm just going to look one more time at some of like these 5-star kids and just see if somebody just really stands out that still is interested. Like this tight end. Man, I wish one of these tight ends would have picked up. I'm okay with the kid that we may get. Again, we're already good at tackle. We're going after this one guard out of Pennsylvania. Going after the one center. Like this Goins kid, he's going to Virginia Tech. Looks pretty obvious. But we're good at defense tackle. We really don't need anybody there. So here's his outside linebacker. Still didn't make his list. Too slow. 4.52 is not bad. But he didn't like our program prestige. Or we don't know what he likes yet. We're good here. We got bodies at corner. We already got the one free safety. Don't know what happened to that kid. He just ain't going to go anywhere. We're good here. This 3-star punter. It's not worth it. Okay, so our remaining points will go to the rest of these guys. We don't know what he likes yet. The guard, we know what he likes. We'll go here for the quarterback. 25 points. We're locked up there. We're good there. Let's go ahead and put 16 on this kid. Halfback, let's put 8 on him. We've already done that. There we go. And we got like 3 points left. That's okay. Okay, this class is going to be pretty good from what I can tell. We're going to be like 4 or 5 guys over, but it is what it is. And our remaining 12 guys that are on our current target list, we'll just hope for the best to see which ones we can get. So the next 2 weeks will be kind of quick in getting through it. But looks like we're going to pick up a solid class. Probably a top 10 class. Depending on how many of these guys we're going to get. We already got a bunch of 4-stars. We've already got a couple 5-stars. We may get more. We may end up top 5. Maybe even better than that. I don't know. We'll see. But as you can tell, even a lot of these 5-star kids from all over the country like me, it still costs me a ton of points to go after them. I'd love to pick up another halfback or two. I'll feel a whole lot better about my backfield. Especially if that athlete is still interested. I need to check on Denman. I think we've already got a scholarship on him. We just don't know what he likes yet. But everything else, center, I think we're okay. We'll see if we get lucky here, pick up a few more commitments. Fingers crossed. I'd like to get some players. All right, this is the kid out of Pennsylvania that we went after. He just really wanted to come. 5-star. I mean, you got to give him a chance. You know, if he wants to come, you go after him. We got the one corner we went after, which is good. Here's the other quarterback, Jack Brown, that's got, if I'm not mistaken, A+ arm. Just a killer arm. A+ awareness. I'm here to tell you that he may be good enough to start. You look at that, he may be better than Thomas that's on our team. We got the one strong safety that I was excited about. And the kicker, is that what it was? And we got the kicker. So let's go back to current targets. And this halfback did not want to come. Dang it, went to Oregon. Yes, I went remove. Alright, let's just look at these remaining 5. Let's just take a chance on this kid out of Jersey. Let's look at this. South Carolina, Ohio State, Michigan. It's good. Location? I don't know. The center, we feel like we should be going. I mean, we should get this guy. Coach Prestige, let's go after. This is Denman. Okay. Halfback, let's do Cal, Ohio State, Texas, Penn State. It may be playing time for this kid. Which he. And the tight end. Don't know what he likes, to be honest. We'll go. And that's it. So let's go and put the rest of the points on the rest of these guys. Let's go here. Maxed out there. Maxed out there. We'll do 8 here. 8 here. And that's it. We're down to 2 points. Okay. Pretty easy. And for the remaining week, let's hope we can get a few commitments out of that 5 right there. And if not, no big deal. We've already got more than enough. I'd love to get that little halfback, though. That'd be nice, but just that's going to be a big priority for me in the regular season. Halfback, fullback, may look at some receivers. I don't know. We'll see. After the recruiting part, we're going to save it. Then we're going to go to our position changes and cutting players. I'm afraid we're going to have to cut a few. And then that should be it. I have a feeling we're going to get a top 5 class. We got too many 5 and 4-star kids. It's just going to look pretty good. Depending on how we finish up, if we get that middle linebacker out of Jersey, could be really good. So I'm thinking while this is going on, I'm thinking for here in a couple years, if I do leave after my 3rd year at Washington State, I'm going to take over another Power 5 school. It makes no sense to me to go back to a group of 5, but I'm going to go back to a Power 5 school, but I'm going to go to one that's like the worst of the bunch, talent-wise. Just makes it harder. I mean, because that's what separates me from winning championships is I just need good bodies to work with. I don't need the best, as you can show. I mean, as it showed last season, I had a B overall program at Washington State. We still won the whole thing. So we can go after a team that's like just beyond terrible. I'm guessing like Kentucky or Vanderbilt or Duke or one of those. We'll just see. All right, good deal. We got that center and we got the athlete, Denman. He's probably going to play quarterback for us. Okay, so let's go back to current targets. Location. Oh, good selection, Al. Good pick. Let's do location for this kid. For now, then we'll go. Yes, coaching style. We lucked out. Please, let's get this kid. 0 points. All right, we're out of points. That's it. That's all 3. That was easy. We ended up finding out the positive pitch for the linebacker, for the tight end. Don't know about the halfback, though, but I'd love to get that tight end. We only got 2 bodies there right now, so it looks like I may be running a lot of 11 and 10 personnel sets next season if we don't get these 2 kids right here. We got bodies at receiver. It's going to be an interesting setup how I'm going to do that. Thankfully, Bridges is coming back. Woods is back. We got a true freshman wide receiver we picked up in the regular season. So, love to have all 3. I prefer to have the halfback and tight end over that middle linebacker. I know that middle linebacker's a 5-star, but I need bodies at halfback and tight end. So I'd love to get those 2. I was trying to think of the athletes we picked up last season. Didn't know if any of them could play halfback. Because again, I'm low on. I mean, we better hope that Shelton kid's a halfback. Otherwise, we're gonna be hurting badly. That's why I'm thinking it's gonna be real hard for me to win national championship next season. We just got a lot of young pups in a lot of key areas. Our defense may be all right though. I mean, it was number 1 last year, but we didn't lose a whole lot. Awesome, we got all 3. Huge. Wow. Okay. Top classes. Number 1, Washington State. Picked up 21 kids. We picked up like 9 too many. Either way, 4 5-stars and 13 4-stars. So that's a pretty good recruiting class. I mean, even with 21 kids, but it was the 5-stars that done us over. Let's go to view signings real quick. Picked up 2 athletes. Shelton, probably a halfback. This guy will probably be a quarterback. Picked up 2 awesome quarterbacks. Both of them have great arms. A+, and A+. Now we are set at quarterback for the foreseeable future. We picked up the little kid out of Sacramento, 5'5", 178. But he's got big hands. That's probably like a 62, 65 maybe. But he's a body. Wide receiver, this is the kid we picked up in the regular season. Tight end, this guy's going to be... I'm kind of excited about this kid. He's really big. And he can catch. He doesn't have the best speed, but I can get him in short route situations where I think I could do damage with him. Here are the 2 4-star kids we picked up in the regular season. Now, supposedly this guy's the number 1 tight end or tackle in the country. This is the number 2. I doubt that's the case. I could be dead wrong. I thought there were some 5-star tackles out there. Either way, big pickup with this guard out of Pennsylvania. 4-star kid out of Washington for guards. Picked up the kid out of Kentucky at center. Big time get right here. Humongous defensive end out of Canada. Keep that pipeline going. Here are the 2 defensive tackles I picked up in the regular season. And we picked up the number 1 middle linebacker in the country, Jacob Bryant. 4.39 A+ awareness, 7.15 on the squat. I mean, come on. That guy's going to be a monster for us. Probably start next year. Corner, we picked up the number 5 corner in the country, 4-star kid. Picked up number 8, free safety. 2 strong safeties. Of course, we're going to need those. Another one out of Canada, then the kid out of California we just picked up. 3-star kicker. We'll probably redshirt him unless he's just got a really good leg. Just an awesome class. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that. Okay. Let's finalize recruiting. Now, this is position changes, so let me go ahead and save it in case something happens. And then we'll get to the real fun part. Get this saved. That way, get that out of the way, then we can get to position changes. We ended up getting the Denman kid, didn't we? I think we did. Yeah, we did. So, recruiting class ended up doing okay, outside of I kind of wish we got a fullback and maybe another halfback. But hopefully Shelton can be our big stud there. We're fixing to find out here in about 20 seconds. Well, a little bit later, we'll do the athletes towards the end. Off-season schedule position changes. Okay, here are our quarterbacks. Lou Rucker, he's been there. There's Thomas, redshirt freshman. And here are our 2 freshmen right here, 78, 76. Super excited about these kids. Nothing's going to change here. So as you can tell, we got 76 players. We got to drop 6 guys somewhere. Okay, Stewart may be a fullback for me. 6'2", 220. He can't catch. But he ain't going to do much. I mean, he's a whole lot better than this true freshman, these 2 guys. But this kid, Poole, 96, he can't catch. It's this kid right here, Mike Harvey, may play for us quite a bit next season. Let's going to see. I'd love to move him to fullback, but I don't think it's going to work out. I mean, he'll probably shoot up in the rankings, but I'm afraid to do that because I need bodies here, even though this guy... Dang it. I'm going to wait. We're going to go back to this one. I'm going to just write that down. Let's look at halfback here in a little bit. Not much we can do about here, about the fullbacks. And they're both walk-ons. So I don't think I can get rid of any of them. Receiver, I got some bodies here. Here's this true freshman, 72. He'll definitely redshirt for us. Don't have to do any changes there. Great pickup with this kid right here. 76 overall, 72 speed, but his catch is a 76. I bet his strength is really good too, wherever it's at. I'm sure it's at the very front. 68, that's a great pickup we looked at with this kid. Awesome find. So we're good here for a while. I can still probably redshirt him too. Tackles. One of them's going to be my left tackle, the other one's going to be my right. These two guys. I probably need to switch one of them over. Let's probably go 6'6", 322. Awareness. Let's do this guy at left tackle. Let's do him at left, and then we'll go... We'll do... senior... Let's go right... Oh, gosh. Let's just go right tackle for him. One of these guys will redshirt, so we'll just leave it at that for now. Good pickup on these 78 and 78. That's great. The guards, true freshman 78. That was a good pickup. 76. Good pickup for this kid right here, too. Who's going to be my starters? Here's a senior, here's a true freshman. I'm going to redshirt both, at least this guy. These guys are going to start because of their awareness. Left guard, right guard. Let's do a right guard for him. And I'll leave these two at left guard, and I'll redshirt one of them later in the next video. Center, true freshman. Looks like he's going to start for us out of the gate. Terry Ball out of Kentucky. We're going to leave that as is for now. I have no need to move anybody over. I mean, one of these guys could move over, but I just don't need to. So I don't think it's worth it. All right, defensive end. True freshman, the Blair kid. That was a good pickup. He'll probably start for me, the way it's looking. This guy's got 68 speed. Yeah, this true freshman needs to start. Right in, left in, right in, left in. I kind of like all that. I'm okay with that. Defensive tackle. Andrew Miller at 74. That was a good pickup. 72 here. We'll redshirt both of them. Outside linebacker. Here they all are. Weiser is definitely going to be my starter. Don't have to do any changes here. Middle linebacker. Oh, let me look at defensive end real quick. I got a ton of players. I got a bunch of juniors. I may move one of these down to defensive end. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Here are these two redshirt guys that just did not work out. Bryant's probably going to be my starter. It's pretty obvious. He's my starting middle linebacker. Pearson may be a defensive end. He's got the speed. He's got the strength. And he's got the size. So I may move him down to defensive end. We won't need... I mean, he's not going to start a middle linebacker anytime soon. Let's go defensive end there. 1, 2, 3. I'm okay with that. So Pearson is going to go over to defensive end. The rest of these guys, I may have to cut one or two. I'm sorry, I hate to do it, but it's going to be possible. That may happen. And Copeland could be his backup, and I'm good there for now. As long as Bryant stay healthy. And we're going to keep recruiting middle linebackers every year, so I'm not too worried about this position. Anyways. Corner. True freshman, 78. Good for him. And the other corner. No, maybe we just got the one. Armstrong, though. That's a good pickup. Free safety, 82, 76. True freshman. Good for him. He may start. He may start because Dunbar, even though he's better, he's smarter, a whole lot smarter. Look at his speed. That's terrible. That's slow. Like, that's just really bad. So I may start the true freshman and just bite it, just take a loss there for a year. Because he's going to, goof up on some plays because of his awareness. Strong safety, true freshman out of the gate, 91. He's probably going to start the way it's looking. Another true freshman. So some of these guys down here I may cut. Dang it. I hate to cut like this true redshirt. These couple guys that I picked up last season, I hate to do it. That's an awesome pickup, though. This kid right here, Burke, 80 overall. Kicker, true freshman. That was a good pickup. I may have to cut Burton. 76, that's great. You look at his kicking 90 on the accuracy, 85 on the power. And these guys never get hurt. I mean, it's super, super rare, so I may just cut Burton later on. Now, athletes. Please be good at halfback. Yeah! 82 overall. Awesome. Oh my gosh, this is the biggest pickup of the entire class. Must get right here. Let's look at everywhere else. 78 at fullback. We're not putting him there, though. I'm just kind of curious to see wherever. 78, 76 at receiver, 74 at tight end. This is a true definition of an athlete. 74 at defensive end. 80 at outside linebacker. Wow, this kid's a stud. 80 at outside linebacker. 84 at corner. Jeez, man. 84 at free safety. 84 at strong safety. This kid is... Oh, I gotta think about... I'm gonna put him at halfback because we need him there. But my goodness, this is the best player I've ever picked up. He's better than Ed Davis. If you know who that is, you can go back and look at my 3 favorite players post I wrote on the blog. This kid is better than any player I've ever picked up. Unbelievable. And he's going to be playing some halfback for me. I may put him at strong safety too, let him play both sides. I could do that. I could play him both ways if I wanted to. I'm surprised he can't play kicker. We got to put him at halfback, though. We really need him there. So if you go over to halfback, 91 speed. His catch is 70. I mean, he's perfect. We got to put him there. Let's go back to Denman. Let's see what he can do. 76 at quarterback. We expected that. And it looks like he can't do much of anything else, so it looks like he can only play quarterback. So we'll put him at quarterback. And it looks like we're good to go. But geez, this shit, I got to go back and look at this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. He could play like 10 positions. Wow, that's incredible. I mean, that's super rare. This guy could do it all. If he can stay healthy, I could turn him into a Heisman candidate easily. Awesome. Okay, so we're good with position trains. Let's go to training. Antonio Shelton. Jeez. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to do the double halfback. I think we need Stewart playing some halfback for us. At least he can run the ball. I don't know. I mean, because we need somebody who can catch. So he's useless at fullback because we like to have somebody who can catch there as well. So I'll just do the twin halfback sets a lot. And just leave it at that. Walton went up a little bit. That's good. 68. Now he still can't do anything. 68 catch. That's actually not terrible for a fullback. Paris Walton. The rest of these... doesn't really matter. I wish some of these guys would have went up and catch. +3 for Harvey. That's really good. Stewart went up +3. The rest of these don't really... Slaughter. Woods. Rogers. These are going to be my 3 main receivers right here for sure. Bridges went up 4. 89 overall. We're going to do some damage with him this year. 80 that guy went up 4. This center went up 5. He's just a 70 overall, though. Hall went up here, but his speed is terrible. Of course, he's a guard. My bad. I'm looking at defensive ends. I'm an idiot. I thought I was looking at defensive ends. Right tackle looks good there. We got some bodies now. Defensive tackle. Middle linebacker. Copeland went up 4. He's still not good enough to take over the freshman, though. Looking at the rest of these, Dunbar went up, but he didn't go. He went up 2 on his speed. Dang it, man! I feel like I have to play him. I may just go ahead and play him and just see if his speed doesn't become a pure hindrance on us. Kicker, he went up 2. Okay, let's go to cut players now. We got to cut 6 guys. Got to figure out where these guys are going to be going. So. 76. I'm not cutting any of these. There's no point. Halfback. We're not cutting the freshman. I'm not cutting Poole. He's 96 speed. I'm not cutting any of them. I can't cut any Can I cut these? Cutting a player would be below the minimum roster requirement of the position. They're not gonna let me do it anyway. It says I don't have enough bodies there. Not a big deal. Receiver, Chuck Mays, I may cut him. I don't need a whole lot of receivers in this offense because we go with a lot of 2 and 3 wide sets. So I may just cut him because he's a redshirt sophomore. Let's just go ahead and do that. So we're down to 5. Not cutting any of these. 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 Defensive end. We're going to wait. Defensive tackle. These guys are so hard to come by. I'm afraid to do it. Outside linebacker, we could probably cut this kid right here, maybe. Travis Stanford, we may, or Trey Stanford, we may wait. We got to cut this kid. 68 overall, 68 speed. He's not even big enough to play defensive end, so let's just cut him. Corner. We don't need we only play 2 corners at a time, so you don't need a whole lot of depth here. 80. I'm going to cut this kid right here. Redshirt junior, 5. He's really small. He's slow, and he's old. We're cutting him. Now we're down to, how many we got left? 3 more? Let me go back. 3 more. We've done the corners. Let's go to free safety. I kind of want to redshirt Barkley because Dunbar, 87 overall, he needs to play. I know he's not fast, but he's good at everything else. He's a good tackler, too. Yeah, we got to play him. So we're going to redshirt him, which means we need a backup for Dunbar. So that guy's going to stay. Now here we may cut somebody. I may have to cut this Morrow kid. There's no way around it. He's just not as smart. He's fast, though. 3 more. I don't need 2 kickers. I could redshirt one, though. Let's just go ahead and redshirt him, or cut him. Now we're down to 2. May cut somebody here. Let's just cut him. Now we're down to 1 more. Go back and look at these some more. Receiver, no, 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 no. These guys got some... What happened to Pearson? Did he go up? He did. I just not noticed that. So Pearson was the guy we moved over. Now he's 87 at defensive end. So that was a good move. He's a right end. We're going to have to shuffle. I should have switched him over to left end. I didn't think of that. That's okay. Now that means I can redshirt Blair. Oh, awesome. Let's redshirt Brown, or cut Brown. Okay, that's it. Those are our 70. So this is going to be a pretty good team, but we're young at a lot of really important spots, so that may cost us a game or 2. But the future looks really bright with some of these players. I may want to stay long enough to see this Shelton kid just do his thing for a few years. I mean, my goodness. Ed Davis, in my Kansas State Dynasty, if anybody did not read that, he was the one player. He was a JUCO athlete. Could play like 6 different positions, sort of like Shelton. I had to put him at strong safety because I just needed the body there. Sort of like with Shelton here at halfback. But he could play everything. He could play quarterback, halfback, receiver, several on defense. Just an incredible player. But this kid may be even better. And so this kid's a true freshman. I mean, this is like, I don't know, who do you compare him to? I have to think about that. Just an athlete who could play wherever as a true freshman. Oh, man. He may be the best player I've ever gotten. Ever. Who's that? I mean, gosh. I can't even think straight on that. So what we're going to do is We're going to go through here. We're going to skip the depth chart part because we always fix that in the preseason video. But we're going to go back to the roster itself and look at the numbers for some of these players and see what they picked. I don't like to change them because I just let the computer do it. Last time I'd done that, I didn't really like what I'd done, and I quit a Dynasty. That was years ago. Then from then on, I just said I'll just let the CPU handle it. So Shelton, who does he compare to? He's about 6'2", 212. So he's got a good body to him. You know, I mean, he's big enough. But I'm trying to... I don't know. You just don't see many players that could just do a little bit of everything. I mean, he could play tight end. He could play any linebacker spot, any secondary spot, defensive end. So he could play like 9 positions on defense. Outside of defensive tackle, he could play anything on defense. Then on offense, he could play anything except offensive line. That's incredible. Whew. When in doubt, get athletes. You just never know. So I can mark this off. I still need to go after halfbacks big time and fullbacks in the regular season. I still need some bodies there, but I always forget when you move somebody over, I always forget to reposition them because I'd love to, like you see right here on the screen, I'd like to put Pearson at left end, but that's not a big deal. You can still put him there. It's just a little bit easier to see if you have done that beforehand. So thankfully we get a redshirt Blair. He won't have to play this year. Pearson looks like he may be our best defensive end. Whitaker's not very... I may play Blair just because of his speed. That's right. I forgot about that. His speed is a whole lot better. But Whitaker has to play. I know he's not very... He's humongous. Now, he's an ideal 3-4 defensive end. Blair is technically the same way as with his size. Everything's looking pretty good so far. I'm really excited. We got so many freshmen that are going to play this year. At quarterback, halfback, not necessarily tight end because that one kid, I don't think I may redshirt him. But a middle linebacker. Blair may play. I may just go ahead and redshirt him. Let's see. What was the other one? A middle linebacker. Strong safety. We're going to have that true freshman start there. We got true freshman kicker. So at least 5 positions, we're going to see true freshmen start. Okay, we're going to just continue to next season. Yeah, so see, Thomas already moved up 4. He's already 84 redshirt freshman. That's awesome. He'd definitely be my starter. We'll get through this, and then we'll go on to the rosters, and then I'll just let you go. Again, I just kind of want to look at the jersey numbers and stuff like that. And then save this thing before something happens. Lights go out on me or something. Oh my gosh. We got some bodies everywhere, but we're going to beef up the schedule. You're going to see that in the next video. I'm going to play SMU. I'm going to put them on the list. I'll probably put nothing but ranked teams as my non-con. I mean, might as well get. I mean, it's got to the point where having 5 ranked, conference or 5 ranked teams on the schedule isn't good enough, or isn't hard enough. So, okay, let's go to rosters. Let's look at some freshman numbers here. 8 for David Wade. This is a kid out of Hawaii. That's a good number. 17 for Ben Denman, and 15 for Jack Brown. So we are set at quarterback for the foreseeable future. We won't have to recruit anymore. I'm guessing in a year or so, one of these guys will probably want to leave. 80 speed for Denman. That's pretty good. Let's look at his accuracy. I don't think it was that great. 91. I mean, oh, that's power. I'm an idiot. There we go. 84 accuracy. Thomas at 92. I mean, this kid's the real deal. I mean, he's got Heisman written all over him. But so does Antonio Shelton, number 26. He took over Wade's number. That's hilarious. Okay. 37 for Leslie Holden, little Kenny 62. He's a body. No freshman at fullback. Receiver, Woods is an impact guy. I forgot to look at that, by the way. Woods is an impact guy. That's good to know. True for 86 for George Washington. 87 for Brian Walker. Tackle, 66 and 78. True freshman, 74 for that guard. 64 for the center. Blair's 96. Defensive tackle, we picked up a couple of kids here. 99 for Miller and 95 for Pittman. Travis Weiser is an impact guy. Good for him. Middle linebacker, 58 for Bryant. That's the kid out of Jersey. Corner, number 3. No, that's Weatherford. Number 6 for Armstrong. Probably redshirt him, to be honest. We just don't really need him this year because Weatherford and Taylor are going to be starting for us. And then we'll see what happens the season after that. 30 for Richard Barkley, the free safety. Michael Burke, 19 for the strong safety. This kid's going to be awesome for me. He'll be an impact guy here in a couple years. 28 for Childress. Kicker, 49. Now, like I said, I'm not going to change any of these numbers. The only one I would think about changing is maybe Shelton. Wade, just because he's got the same number as Wade, the only one I would think, I would put him, I mean, this kid's going to be special. I'm talking like, I may give him number 1 or something. I don't know, 2 or a single digit. This kid deserves it. I mean, this kid is, I'm here to tell you, he's going to be special. I'll have to think about that. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Should I change this kid's number? I mean, we got plenty of options to choose from, but this kid needs a single digit of some sort. I don't know. He's just going to be special. Oh, I changed his number. Didn't mean to do that. Let's go back 26. Just let me know if you think I should change it. Okay. All right, that's it. That was a lot of fun. Come on back. We will do all of our preseason stuff, get that out of the way, and then we'll start season 2 at Washington State. All righty. I'll talk to you later.